My name is Ayla Kugbonna. I'm your facilitator for LIS 207, Bibliography and Citation Techniques. This course is just to create an awareness of the importance of bibliography and citation techniques in library and information science as a profession. For today's lesson, we are going to discuss and learn about the Genesis of Bibliography. I promise you that this class is going to be an interesting one, so watch out. This is LIS 207 class, Bibliography and Citation Techniques. I am Ailaku Ugonna, your facilitator for the course. At the end of this class, we should be able to understand the meaning of bibliography as a term often used in the library and information profession. Secondly, we understand the important areas of bibliographic studies. And lastly, identify types of library resources. But before we dive into the ocean of knowledge, let us put on our caps as information professionals and briefly do this class activity. Okay, welcome back. I hope we were able to attempt answering the question, what is bibliography? Without wasting much time, let us discuss briefly the genesis of bibliography. Bibliography as a term was coined from two Greek words, biblion and graphin. Biblion meant books, while the other word graphin meant to write. These two words were first used by a man known as Louis Jacob de Saint Charles. This was how bibliography was referred to till Dr. Raghunathan defined bibliography as a list of documents listed for some purpose. As students, we are expected to be writing academic papers as our assignments. And for us to write these papers, we will need to use the library to get materials in writing this assignment. While some of us will visit the library, others may decide to make use of the information communication technology, the ICT, in fulfilling this task by sourcing the internet for materials. After reading and using these materials that you have gotten either from the library or through the internet, you need to cite and acknowledge the authors of those materials to show that you are not taking credit for their work. And the bibliography is to bring to the attention of the reader a selection, or we could say an exhaustive or selective list of documents relevant to his inquiry. You cite the authors, acknowledge them. You list at the last page of your paper or your assignment paper the references that you used. By doing this, you have listed the documents together for a particular purpose. And why do we need to cite the authors that we have consulted their materials or their textbooks? We do this for us to avoid being plagiarized. There are areas of bibliographic studies that have been identified, And these areas are the descriptive bibliography, the textual bibliography, the analytical, or you can call it the critical bibliography, the historical bibliography, and the systematic or enumerative bibliography. We will not start explaining them individually. Rather, I will ask you to refer to your course material for this particular course, Bibliography and Citation Techniques, for more detailed explanation on each and every one of these areas of bibliographic studies. As one objective, we are to learn types of library resources. Some of these library resources, because there are numerous of them, are listed here on the PowerPoint, but I will still ask you to visit a library. It must not be National Open University of Nigerian's library. You can visit any library for you to have first-hand information on these library resources, for you to physically see these library resources. The first resource that we'll discuss is the monograph. And as the name implies, mono means one. Monograph talks about a particular or a single subject. And another library resource we have is the dictionaries. I'm sure majority of us, we only know one particular dictionary. But let me tell you, we have different types of dictionaries. We have the bilingual dictionary. As the name implies, bilingual dictionary contains different languages. It contains German, Spanish, Portuguese, French, English, you name it. We also have a general dictionary, which we are more familiar with. This one contains all subjects. There's also subject dictionary. Just like the name, subject is for a specified particular subject or area. In the library, we also have the newspapers as a resource in the library. Oh yes, newspapers. They are one of the important library resource. The newspapers are library resource collection which comes on daily basis. The library buys newspapers due to the information it contains. You will agree with me, in the newspaper there is no information you will not get from it. Is it on sports, on health, on education, on politics? You name it. All information is available in the newspaper. So because of this, the library buys it on a daily basis. Now, before we call it a day, we have one more task. Yes, we have one more class activity. And you are to send all your answers to my email address, which I will provide at the end of this class. So, wow, we have fulfilled our today's objective by learning the following: the brief Genesis of Bibliography, important areas of bibliographic studies, and some types of library resources. If you have any question or questions, please do send me an email and I promise to respond to your question as soon as I can. My name is Ayalaku Ugonna, and my email is viayalaku@now.edu.ng. For now, do have a lovely day. Till the next class.